Hey everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect, episode 191. Today's date is October 4th, 2025, and I'm not in control of the technical difficulties. Carl is. I'm Duds. He's Carl. What's up, Carl?
I might be known as Carl Rise to some of them, Duds. You never know. And we are live from our booth at Cubed 2025.
You're only known as Carl because I'm not allowed to say what I want to say on there.
Yeah. It's been some time. So
you spent all day testing this and making it work just for the second we hit go. It all crumbled.
I mean, that's what usually happens, to be fair.
Yeah. In all respect, Carl did spend all day testing things and getting it set up. He was locked in. We were good to go. And then Wavelength crashed the second we started the podcast.
Yes, I'd like to have a one-on-one chat with Elgato a minute.
Go for it.
I really like your products. I think your microphone's awesome. This is now the second time in 2 years that a Wavelength update has screwed one of our live productions. Please test your software before you release it. Because I had to spend all day uninstalling everything, deleting all of your drivers, recompiling all of your drivers, reinstalling everything, and getting everything set up again to make it work, because one of your updates broke it all. So please, test your updates. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
We're going to now recopy that into Carl Talk.
Carl's Soapbox. I'm going to run the Soapbox music on the edited version of this podcast.
Nice, nice.
So, Duds, what have you been up to recently?
Well, like I said the first time, it's an extremely busy week at work. We have guys out for multiple weeks. We had a lot of inventory come in. Basically, when I say we had a pipe truck come in, we get like 20,000 pounds of pipe, and we have to unload that by hand. There's not a real good way because it gets just thrown in the back of a tractor trailer loose. So there's no good way of getting it out other than just pulling it out by hand. And normally we only get like 5 or 6 of these a year. We got 3 of these on 3 days.
Eek.
So,
Eek.
Yeah. This week, I have been wanting to record and make episodes. I was like, I'm not going to take 2 months to put an episode out again. I have not been able to record a single thing this week, but I've been working. I finished the exit side of the train station tunnel and figured out how to do the entrance side of the tunnel. So hopefully that'll work. Once I got the exit side done, which is the easier side, I'm going to start recording the episode so it works out for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully that means, something's coming. That being said, I want to work on my single player world some more. I'm finding I am missing the vanilla experience a little bit, and I have a couple ideas for builds. One is a really cool end portal room. Like, I am kind of stoked for that. The problem is I need wax for it, which means I need a bee farm, which I don't have. So I need to build one of those. And I don't know if I want to do a full-on bee farm building or just get the farm up and going. I kind of want to get the building done, even though I don't have an idea what it's going to look like there. But in doing that, in prepping for wanting to get back on my single-player world, I've updated it. It was still stuck in some previous versions. I think it was like 121.1. So it is now 121.8. And I've updated all my texture packs. One of them is a GUI texture that somebody else made. I got this texture pack way back in 1.9, and I've just been kind of band-aiding it so it can update.
Nice.
which is kind of cool. It's letting me know how to work resource packs and stuff. A little bit of learning experience. So a little fun with that. I'm kind of happy with that. I'm also preparing for Enshrouded. It looks like the water update for that is coming out late October. I don't know if I'm going to make videos on that. I think if anything, it might be a live stream. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I wanted to get into live stream.
I won't recommend it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm going to start soon or... So we're having fiber internet run in my neighborhood. Like, I'm pretty sure they just put the finishing touches on that Friday. Right now is Saturday. So it's kind of like one of those, hopefully soon they turn it on and I will be upgrading to fiber. And when I upgrade to fiber, that's the time I want to start streaming.
Yeah.
Because right now my upload is like, it says 20, but it's like 15 to 10. It's not very good. And my PC's this summer got a recent update. I mentioned that in one of my episodes because that's one of the reasons an episode took long was because I tore apart my computer, rebuilt it, upgraded some components. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Camping season's getting ready to come to a close. Like this month will probably be the last camp trip of the year. And that means working on the Jeep will not be over with for the year, but it'll slow down. I won't need to rush between camping trips. So like I do camping once every month, which means I have like 3 weeks in between camping trips to fix whatever broke or whatever new thing happened on the Jeep. Because while I don't consider the Jeep a monstrosity of old age, the person who had it before me did not take care of it. So every time I fix something, it shows a new issue come up. And I think today with the work I did this afternoon, I fixed one of the last mechanical issues it had, which means I get to get into some of the fun stuff. And I think I'm going to start an Instagram to keep up with the fun stuff. I don't want to make videos on it. The Jeep is my hobby. That used to be gaming, but sorry, I'm looking at Loki, who is carrying the coolest thing ever. But
Ooh,
yeah,
it's almost as cool as my hat.
Your hat, jeez.
Make sure you watch the video version, guys.
Little Prince Carl. Oh no.
Little Prince Carl, eh?
But yeah, no, the Jeep is fun. So I might do some Instagram stuff, mainly pictures, maybe a little bit of video showing what I'm doing with it and updates and stuff like that. I bought a power supply for it. So the camp setup I have now has not had power or water. So anytime I go to a campsite, it has to be like an actual campsite. So even if the campsite doesn't have power and water, there's power and water nearby I can hook up to. So I've got the power. The water shouldn't be a problem. Like it's literally just buying a container, stuff like that. So that's one thing out of the way that's kind of fun. But I've mostly been focusing on the mechanical issues. But one of the things I had fun with today, though, is I updated my vanilla tweaks to 121.8. And there's so many cool options now. Like my cursor that shows where it's at on the hotbar is now outlined in red. My hunger bar is steaks. I would really like it to be tacos. I need to figure out how to make it tacos. And my health bar...
I'm sure there's a way of doing that.
Oh, for sure. And my health bar is blue instead of red hearts, which is cool.
Nice.
I'm wiggling in my seat. My widgets are black, which is cool. You know, when you hit start and or escape, you look at your stats, your options, and all that stuff. Those buttons are black, which looks really good with that GUI resource pack I've been updating. So yeah,
Nice.
I had a lot of fun with that. I spent way too much time in that.
It is fun.
Major props to Vanilla Tweaks, by the way. That website's amazing.
Yeah, it is fun when there's a new Minecraft version. You go to Vanilla Tweaks and update your pack, and you see all the new stuff on there. Because it's something that you don't really think about the rest of the time. You do it once, like at the start of a new version, and then you're just like, when then another new version comes out, you're like, oh yeah, I need to update everything. Oh, look at all this shiny stuff. So it's really cool.
But yeah, everything's updated. I don't know when I'll start doing that. I'll probably get the one more episode of Let's Create Together out to make sure the trains are working and stuff like that. And there's a couple farms I've been wanting to build for a while now that are getting pushed to the side to try to finish these stupid trains.
The trains are not stupid.
Yeah, but it's not what I'm inspired to work on right now, which makes it hard for me to work on it, which means it takes me forever to work on it.
Get your track done.
I am. You don't know how bad I want to build a limestone farm.
I want you to build a limestone farm, but I want you to build a train track more.
See? This is why it's taking a while. You can't tell, but I'm pointing at the screen. I'm pointing menacingly at Carl.
He's shaking his head on the video version.
Yeah. Wiggling my finger in real life.
Fair.
Yeah. What about you, Carl? What have you been up to recently?
What have I been up to? Apart from saying choice words about Elgato. Apart from that.
You love Elgato.
I do. That's the problem. Just test your software, please. That's all I ask. Let's Create Together. I have been very busy on Let's Create Together. I've been doing all of the track between me, Flaz, and the main station. I've done Flaz's station. I've finished my station. I've done Aubni's station. I'm doing Lucy's station and connecting all of them together. And all I've asked Duds to do is his own. And so all the station signals are in place for all of those.
In my defense, my station is the hardest to do. My station has to weave through a base and a tree farm.
Who built the tree farm?
There wasn't a station there originally.
Well, have a bit of foresight, sir.
Okay, that's rich coming from you.
Carl might put a train station here.
Yeah, we started the season. Carl's like, I don't care. I'm building an elevator. That's the only thing I want to build.
That is literally my only plan that I had for Create.
Yep.
Was to build an elevator, and then it kind of snowballed from there. So stations, signals, all that's in place. I've been doing bits and bobs around the base, getting everything sorted out. I've got new Nixie tubes displaying my windmill stress levels, which are currently 91 and 52, but that goes up to 96 and 88 when I turn every single thing on my base. So I've got a tiny bit of overhead for more contraptions.
Steam engines.
Nah, maybe. If I actually run out of power, I'll consider it.
You have the lava source.
I do.
You really do.
To be fair, I do. I moved everything that was on their own water wheels. So there was a few farms around the base that were put on water wheels because it was easier than wiring it up to the main power supply. So I've spent a lot of time digging out the terrain between my first and second floors and then running loads of shafts in there to connect everything up. I've split off the crushing machines from my other mechanisms because they were on the same circuit before. I've replaced my cows again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, for the little bit I've played this week, from what I can tell, it has not broken again. So
you know the fix that you did. I don't even know why that was necessary.
I don't know either. I just noticed that cooked steak was showing up on a section it wasn't supposed to. So instead of trying to fix the cooked steak issue, my fix was to just get rid of the cooked steak and see if that fixed this consistent issue. And so far, so good.
Yeah, it was so weird because that fix works and it shouldn't, because there shouldn't be cooked steak on that line.
Yeah, it should just be raw steak and leather.
Yeah.
But somehow cooked steak shows up on that line.
So the farm is split into 2 lines. One of them has cows. The entity cram, they die, they go onto a belt. Raw steak and leather goes to a depot. The mechanical arm grabs the leather, puts it into a vault that goes onto the exit belt, and then it's supposed to take the raw steak, put it into a fan with a campfire to cook it, and then it goes onto a separate belt and to the back of the farm and falls down behind the wheat farm. That's how it's supposed to work, but for some reason, cooked steak is ending up on the first belt. No idea why. Not a clue. But your solution, Dud, seems to have fixed it. So,
I'm very good at janky solutions.
it works, so, so the cows haven't all disappeared again recently. So, fingers crossed, that's all good now. That's one technical issue potentially solved, touch wood. So that's good. I'm thinking of, once we get trains in place and once the schedules are set up, which I need to...
Trains.
Yeah, studs, trains.
Just to understand, that's what Carl does to me all the time.
Constantly.
I'm working on my train station. He goes, trains.
Trains.
It's like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm building the stupid station.
I've got crossings in place as well. Have you seen the crossings?
Yeah. He has put train crossings in place with arms that fold down when you get near it.
Yeah.
Or when the train gets near it.
Yeah. There's train observers that observe the train going towards it. It puts them down. And then when it leaves, it puts them back up again so you can walk across. So it's safe. Trains.
Let's talk. We actually have a new server member.
We do.
Yep.
Wandering Souls from Ripple Effects has come onto the server now as a new member. So I gave her a little tour the other day. She's very excited for the train studs.
Yes. Everyone's excited about the trains, Carl.
Yes, everyone is. Even you. You're just hiding it very well.
So the way Let's Create together is, it's a whitelisted server, but basically everyone on Channel 64 and everyone on Ripple Effect, which was our old server, have kind of a freestanding invite if they like to come on and make some videos and stuff. You don't have to do a lot if you're just wanting to learn create, because that's what this is about, just learning the modded version of the game and stuff like that. You can either play in the area we're all in, or you go out and do your own thing. We're fine. We just wanted a nice spot for everyone to kind of learn how to play create.
Definitely.
So Wandering Souls took us up on that offer.
Yep. And has already scouted out some areas to build in as well. So that's cool.
Yep. I'm glad we got that exit train tunnel in place before they hopped on, because it could have got rough, because I have to go right through their front yard
to connect up to Aubni there. Yes.
Yeah.
So once trains are in place, once they're all running and everything, I'm thinking of doing something I haven't done in many, many years, Duds.
Yes.
I'm thinking of making
You will do it.
I'm thinking of making a base tour video.
You should. I'd like to see what Carl, a few years older, because I really liked your editing style. It was very different from me. It was very classic Top Gear, which I loved. So I'd like to see what that looks like now, especially with all the years of practice with the podcast, how that will interpret.
Yeah, there's only been a few blips on that road.
Well, that's live. You're going to do a recording, so.
yes. Yeah, I'm excited to do a little base tour and little server video for it, because my original thing was that I was going to try and do live streams from there, and it ended up the same thing as videos, basically. Like, I was going, I could do this, but I should really wait for a live stream to do it. And I don't want that pressure, to be honest with you.
No, I catch myself doing the same thing. Like I said, I really want to build a limestone farm right now. Can't do that. I got to get the train station done because videos. Yeah. Carl's waiting on me to do this before he can do his thing. So,
but videos.
I have to do this. Yeah.
Yeah. That was always my thing. Like, I enjoyed making videos. I enjoyed all that kind of stuff, but it was just that everything took 3 times as long. And with work and everything, like, sometimes I just go, like the other day, I did your entire track between your base and Aubni's because I just had, the feels for it. I just wanted to do it there and then. I'm not going to go, oh, well, now I've got to set up a stream, or now I've got to start a recording and do an intro. It's like, I just want to get on and do it, if that makes sense. So
let's explain this. The track between my base and Omni's is not super long.
No, but just go
and
on.
I did dig out an entire tunnel for it already.
And it does have 2 crossings, duds.
Yeah, I don't get that part, but you're crossing directly into a mountain. So
you walk over the mountain. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to have to dig another tunnel through the mountain. That's what that is.
No, you walk over the crossing and over the mountain.
Or you could walk over the crossing and through a tunnel through the mountain.
I mean, that's up to you. Finish your track.
I think it's more
first.
up to wandering souls.
Yeah. More up to souls.
Yeah.
But do your track first.
I gotta do a podcast right now.
Yeah, as you were saying, I don't remember which version of this podcast you said it on, but we have had a lot of podcasts recently.
Yeah, we went from, hey, let's not do a podcast this month because we're going to have multiple podcasts back to back. Help spread those out. And I was like, okay. So you went from doing absolutely nothing to now you don't remember where this is at now.
Yeah, it's like we've done 2 in 2 weeks. And along with all the technical issues, I don't know what's going on.
Right. And I'm having brain fog from I'm still not recovered from my work this past week.
Your work's been proper intense.
It wouldn't be so bad if we were all there. It's the fact that we're short-handed and that. So I'm doing 2 jobs at once and working extended hours. Like, I'm not getting home. Like, when I get home, work out, take a shower, I'm starting to make my dinner at 7:00. And it's like, at that point, I don't even make dinner. I have a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
And I maybe get on the game for half an hour to an hour and then go to bed. Wake up at 5:00 in the morning and do it again.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you've been up to, Duds?
Not really. Like I said, the stuff I have been up to, I'm really excited for. But it's all processing. The second I have my fiber, then I can start planning things. Because I don't want to start planning things till I know. Because if they're going to hook up the neighborhood next to us first, that neighborhood is twice the size of my neighborhood. So I'm going to assume it's going to take a bit to hook that up. And that very might be possible. I might not get fiber till close to the end of the year. So I don't want to start counting my chickens just yet. but I know camping season's coming to an end, and I'm going to be able to slow down and rush on that. My dad's needed me on multiple things to do outside that he can't do himself. So that's also going to slow down with the colder weather. So I'm going to have more time for gaming, which I'm excited for, and I very much plan to take full what's the word?
Advantage.
Full opportunity. Advantage, that's the word. See, advantage is a simple word and I couldn't even think of it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yes.
Should we run a Discord ad and then get into mending Minecraft?
We're skipping over recent news because there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
I do actually have recent news. Something we didn't mention on the last podcast. We ripped apart the update. Yeah. I say rip apart the update. Me. But there was a note that I didn't...
If you were able to hear it, that is.
Yeah. That's another issue. I was upset because of the update. Carl was upset because his audio got messed up.
Yeah.
So
I tried to fix it, guys. I hope it was better than it was on the live stream, but we apologize for last episode and the appalling audio quality.
Yeah. But one thing we missed was they said there will be more for this drop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we should probably tell them what we're going to do next episode, Duds.
Yes, I had an idea for a podcast, and Carl said, save it for the next episode, because this episode was coming up kind of quick, and it wouldn't give us enough time to plan.
Yeah.
So instead of just kind of being grouchy about drops and updates, we're going to do... This is something we've done before, but we're going to put a little thing onto it. We're going to design our own update and our own drop.
Yep.
So... if we were to go back to the old Minecraft way of doing things, we were to do an update, and if we were to do the new drop system, what's the new drop look like?
I'm excited for this, but like I said to you when you came up with the idea, I'm like, time. We need time to do this properly.
Well, especially because we're going to do an update and a drop.
Yeah.
I want my update to be fully thought out. Like there is planning involved. And I don't know when we're going to do it, but I already have like a little notepad. Be like, okay, what's the theme of this update? Once I know my theme, I'm going to do a full-fledged update. And my drop is what mechanic needs worked on right now. It doesn't matter what the theming is because that's the way drops have been.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Except they haven't been things we need. We really didn't need a Nautilus.
Yeah.
Just saying.
They want to make a plushie out of it.
That's exactly. Carl has a theory that they only put mobs in the game because they want to make a plushie out of it. And I'm starting to think he's right.
I feel like the development of the game is being controlled by marketing more than developers. That's my hunch. But
it's being controlled by plushies. You heard it here first.
Minecraft controlled by plushies.
What was that thing that was in the 90s that took off? Oh, Beanie Babies.
I was thinking Furbies.
This is how they're getting back. Furbies. Jeez, Carl. Showing your age, man. Furbies. At least Beanie Babies are kind of relevant every once in a while.
Well, you know.
All right. Yeah, so that's the recent news is they say there's going to be more. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to Mojang for a little bit. They just kind of disappoint me. I don't know if it's their fault or if it's the Beanie Babies behind everything controlling it. But yeah, I'm going to just play Minecraft and go for that because I still love the game. I still have fun playing the game. Just I mean, my single player world was on the early version of 121. I had 9 updates over. I think it's on 121.9 now. I think they're getting ready to release 121.10. And I just updated to 8. And I only updated to 8 because that's what Cube's on. So
Yeah. I had to make an entire new instance earlier because I forgot that
same.
that free cam wasn't in my booth server instance.
Yeah,
So
I
I
still
had
don't
to
have
like
free cam put in
fix
there yet.
everything. Because that's how we do cameras on the live podcast, guys, using free cam tripods. And I got on here, pressed the button, and it didn't do anything. I was like,
Free cam does so much stuff more than just be a free cam.
Yeah, it really does. It's so cool. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we do a Discord ad?
Yes. Sorry, I was switching to chat for the video. I had my notes open, so I hadn't been paying attention to chat.
Fair.
Arrington, I'm sorry this is late, but have fun at your band event.
Nice.
Woo.
Enjoy.
And Loki says he can help with the taco bar or live. Oh,
Ooh.
you guys are my heroes.
Ooh.
I would love a taco bar.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That's right up your alley.
Omni says more windmills. I'm pushing him to Steve Omni.
I could put 2 windmills on the back of my base.
Oh god, here we go.
Just saying. And we have the cannon, so I don't even have to build them.
Oh dear.
Because the back of my base,
Cheaty cannon.
It's part of Create. It's the base version of Create.
It is not cheaty. I just call it the cheaty cannon because it can do so much. And honestly, I wouldn't do what you did without the cannon either.
Yeah, the back of
my... you have that giant flat wall, and that would have been laborious.
Doing the gradient the first time was bad enough. Doing it again and getting it right, not a chance.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Loki finally says if he were to get on the Create server, he would never leave. Yeah, it's tough. It really is. I was on Channel 64 Season 4 for like a month, and I had problems getting going because I kept just thinking about things I wanted to do on Create. So that's why you don't see me there now. I fully plan on being back for Season 5. I actually have base plans for Season 5 and stuff like that. That's a little behind the scenes nobody's heard yet. But yes. I'm excited. I know Season 5 is a long ways away for them, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Create's just got so much stuff in it, and it feels so Minecrafty that...
And we're playing on the bare minimum Create, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, everyone adds all these other mods to help out. We have Create Deco, and the... the management system that shows you how to do things. That's it. Those are the only mods on the server.
Yep.
And we still have yet to max things out.
Yeah, we haven't done trains yet.
Trains. Yeah. But yeah, run the ad. We've been
run the ad. He's not going to read his script. He's just going to say run the ad.
Yeah. You know the routine. Jimbo's going to say some fantastic words about Bisect Hosting, who have been absolutely brilliant for us.
Okay, here's the ad, guys.
You can get a discount on your own Minecraft server through our partnership with Bisect Hosting, offering our community 25% off any game server for their first month. This is for new clients only. Visit bisecthosting.com/TWE and use the code TWE at checkout to receive the discount.
Thank you for that, Jimbo. And if you guys need your own Minecraft server, check out Bisect Hosting, because that's what Let's Create Together's hosted on. What are we doing next, Duds?
Mending Minecraft.
Okay, so not last episode, the episode before last, we asked you to vote on some biomes for us, duds, to improve. We had the Deep Dark, we had the Crimson Forest, and we had the Jagged Peaks. And the winner across Spotify, YouTube, and Discord was Jagged Peaks.
One on every single...
It did. Run on every platform. Yep.
Which one was the biggest? Crimson Forest. I don't think anyone likes the Crimson Forest, but I also don't think anyone cares to see it updated either.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jagged. Carl was just like, yeah, I really don't care about the Crimson Forest.
Yeah.
So.
What forest all the way for me? Got to get that turquoise.
Anyways, my ideas for Jagged Peaks. So when I thought about Jagged Peaks, I thought about like Mount Everest. Mm-hmm. And when you look at photos and stuff of Mount Everest, you see these like poles with banners wrapped around it to kind of mark a bit of a trail. I don't really know if that's exactly what they're for. It might just be a spot for a point of interest. So I thought we could have something like that. Maybe we finally can be allowed to place the banners 90 degrees, so sideways, and have them wave around. That would be really cool. Something small and easy, or maybe instead of marking a point of interest, players are able to take those banners as a trophy. Kind of like how you do with when you raided an in-city, you always take at least one banner.
Yeah.
Just to say, hey, yeah, I did the in-city. So I thought that's what that could be. Maybe there's a custom banner in that biome. It's like, hey, I climbed the tallest mountain in Minecraft. So.
I like banners as sort of like trophies.
Yeah, I think there should be more of that.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely more of those.
So my next thing is ice caves. We asked for it with the cave update. We didn't specifically get ice caves. So I think there should be ice caves towards the peaks of Jagged Peaks. And the ice caves would technically be the home of a new mob, the Yeti.
Ooh.
We're going to have a giant Yeti that lives in this ice cave. Maybe there's a campfire and stuff in there to lure travelers in. And the Yeti will set up traps. And these traps will act like spider webs that kind of slows you down. And it would attack you. Mm-hmm. And obviously, num kill you. But a Yeti, if you manage to defeat it, would drop fur that can be made into armor. And you're going to need this armor because it's going to kind of act a bit like leather armor where you don't fall in the powdery snow. But also, I would like to add a freezing stat. You kind of already have that when you fall in there. But I think when you go into colder climates, if you're not prepared for that, you should have a bit of a freezing effect. And it's not going to be a massive thing where if you don't dress correctly, it's going to hurt you bad. Maybe it just slows you down a little bit. And over time, it'll get worse and worse to the point where you start actually taking damage and stuff like that. Like if you're in an area for a single day cycle, then that's when it starts to get a little dangerous, especially at night. That's one of the things I wanted to throw in there. But yeah, you would get fur armor that would keep you warm, and then it no longer becomes an issue being in that biome.
Nice. I like that a lot.
You could do it. Yeah, you could do it based on altitude. If you're over certain Y levels, and I know that might be a little too bad for some people who build sky bases. So maybe if you're in this biome over a certain Y level, that would activate.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good update right there.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love the idea of kind of like a furry coat that you can wear.
Right?
It's kind of cool.
Furry armor.
Yeah. It's a little different from the usual metal-based armors.
Yeah. Loki is specifically saying not enough calcite in those peaks. Calcite is quickly becoming one of my more favorite blocks. And Sean the Yeti was not thought about until I literally said Yeti on the podcast. And I went, oh, yeah, Sean the Yeti. I actually thought of this update while I was underneath the Jeep working on it. I was like, what would be good? And I thought of Mount Everest. And I was like, no, you got to put a story behind Mount Everest. And a reason, remember, Minecraft likes to do reasons to visit things.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those reasons would be to find a Yeti. And what could you get from a Yeti? And a fur coat seemed like a great idea. Why would you need a fur coat in Minecraft? Oh, because now there's temperature that could affect you. Iceologer, no. It's a chillologer. It always has been and always will be. But yeah, I mean, that mob would make sense. But I think a Yeti is so much cooler, especially with the Warden. Like how freaky the Warden is to have a snowy kind of version. That'd be cool.
Definitely.
But yeah, I really like the Jagged Peaks update. Honestly, when I saw it won, I went, really? The one thing I wasn't like prepared for. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. I would visit this biome all the time looking for this kinds of stuff.
I feel like they do that on purpose.
They do.
They vote for the one that they think you don't have anything for. Just to troll.
Yeah, but sometimes that's what makes me come up with some of the cooler ones.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. That's a really good update. Amazing.
I think so.
Next episode, we will be asking you, well, today we'll be asking you to vote on mobs for us to improve. Your options will be the armadillo, the piglin, and the chicken jockey. You guys can vote across Spotify, YouTube, and Discord once this episode goes onto the podcast feed, which will probably be tomorrow, Sunday. And you guys can vote on that, and then the next episode we'll do that, and we'll also do our drop and our update as well. So a big episode in probably November, I would imagine.
Yep.
Yeah. So a big episode coming up. All right, Duds, what else do we have today?
Not a lot. This is kind of where I was thinking we could talk about Minecraft Live.
Okay.
But Minecraft Live happened, and there wasn't a lot. So,
yeah.
I mean,
maybe we could rehash it slightly for those who didn't sit through the terrible audio of last episode.
Yeah. So essentially we got a Nautilus, which will act like a happy ghast underwater, and it gives you a water breathing effect. We have a zombie Nautilus, which a trident wielding drowned will, I guess it would be called a drowned Nautilus, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I always heard it referenced as a zombie Nautilus, but I guess it would be a drowned Nautilus, but it's an ocean creature, so it can't drown. So,
but that drowned.
Underwater Strider, essentially.
Yeah.
So we got that. We got the zombie horse, which has been in the game. It just wasn't in survival.
Mm-hmm.
And those will now spawn with a spear carrying zombie, because a spear has been put into the game. Mind you, I guess you can't throw spears. I always seen spears in movies being thrown, but I was wrong. You cannot throw a spear. That's a javelin. I still stand by. They could have put everything that they put on the spear on the trident and made the trident way better and way useful. Instead, now they have two things that are kind of mediocre, which is for some reason what they do with weapons now. weapons since, I don't know, crossbows.
Yeah. Crossbows, again, are one of those things that have its uses in mini games and things like that, but as a day-to-day weapon, the only people carrying those are the what are they called? Overworld piglins?
No.
Whatever they're
Just
called.
no. Illagers?
The guys in the huts.
Yeah. Illagers.
Oh, that's what they're called.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're called.
Could be.
And yes, spears can be used as not javelins, as lances on horseback, because they do damage based on speed. Yeah. So the faster you go, the pillagers. There you go.
That's it.
Thanks, Aubni.
I knew I wasn't going insane. I knew there was a word.
You called them overworld piglins. Those are zombie piglins.
I'm pressing a lot of buttons. Okay.
Dude,
leave me alone.
Mace replacement. Yeah, see, that's it. Everyone got so hyped over the mace, and it's been great in minigames. I don't see people use a mace in survival.
No.
I just don't. So, and granted, I think the spear will be more useful than the mace. It's not as cool as the mace, but it is definitely more useful. But I don't think it's still more useful than a sword, an axe, or a bow.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is kind
the
of
fact that you can craft it pretty easily definitely helps its case.
This has kind of been the vibe, though, hasn't it? Like, the base weapons are the ones you always go back to, and the new weapons are the ones that you get out in very, very specific circumstances. And I just don't think it's necessary. You know, the combat update that we saw being developed a few years ago was looking so good. And they seem to have just completely scrapped it. Which is sad.
Yeah. Or I wouldn't say scrapped. They've more than likely abandoned it.
Yeah.
Which is essentially the same thing, but yeah, like I said, I think the spear will be more useful, and there will be players who find a use for it, and maybe their combat style fits a spear better.
Maybe.
But yeah, sweeping edge is just so OP, especially when you're just mobbed by a ton of mobs.
Yeah.
Like, sweeping edge does so well. A bow shoots so fast. The fact that you can't throw the spear, to me, kind of hurts it a little bit. But again, if you're going to throw it, you should have been using a trident.
Yeah.
Even tridents at least can call lightning when it's raining. So that's useful in situations. I don't know. It's just...
They're good for propelling you with Elytra. Do you remember the Elytra course that I built at my Season 3 base on Ripple?
Yes.
Like, I had like an Elytra
I set the record there.
You did. And we had I think we had a trident there that you could use as well to, like, you know, and it had to be thunderstorming, didn't it? To use the trident in that? Yeah.
Well, it just had to be raining.
Raining, that was it, yeah. And we
as long as it was raining.
There's people running around our booth on the video version.
That's fine.
Live productions. I love it.
It's all fun.
Yeah. This is why I love doing these episodes from Cubed, because just random things happen on a public server like this.
I love doing Cubed episodes.
Yeah.
And see, so let's talk about that, because we're not on a stage this time. This is the first time in 3 years we're not on a stage.
Yep.
And it's not so much that Cube didn't ask us back. It's more likely we didn't know if we could fit a time slot Cube had available for us. So we just went back to the old way of doing things so we could be more flexible, because we didn't know about this 5 o'clock time slot till Thursday night?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because I had made mention to you, like, hey, I want to bring a guest on for the cubed episode, and you're like, okay, well, they have to be extremely flexible because we don't know when,
Yeah.
how long. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's a little too much, and we're having obviously technical issues, so
Yeah.
that's another thing to push, and
I tell you what,
it wasn't worth it.
if we were on the Cube stream, the actual streaming bit wouldn't be my problem.
This is true.
So there's that. Now, you know, I was nearly working tonight as well, up to Thursday. So this is why I
Yeah.
said to you, we can't do a stage. Because Cube are awesome, Cube are really flexible. But they have a schedule that they need to keep.
Yeah, they can only be so flexible.
Yeah. And like I just said, I only knew Thursday night that I could do this slot. And that is way too late for them. So we decided, keep it flexible, go back to what we did the very, very first year we were at Cubed. If you go back and watch on our live tab on YouTube, there's all the Cubed episodes there, all the Minecraft Live episodes there. And you'll see the very first year we did Cubed, we did it from our booth. The second year, we did it from the outdoor stage, which doesn't exist anymore. And the third year, we did it at the community stage, which is in the booths area. And the last year, we did it on the main stage, where we had Inside MC and Charlie from CubeCon on as well. And we had a really amazing episode. And me and Duds kind of sat down a little bit ago and went, how did we actually top last year? Because it was awesome. And with my job being quite demanding these days due to reasons, and Duds' job being quite demanding due to reasons, being able to get a time within Cube's schedule, because obviously we have to work around other things like the Grand Prix and the pub quiz and, you know, all the stuff that they're doing. Minecraft She Wrote, which is like a Poirot style murder mystery thing. You know, they've got their own things that they want to do in the studio, and panels have to basically work around that. And we couldn't be that kind of tied down to a slot. So yeah, we decided to go back to what we did the very, very first year. Just chill out in this lovely pub that Duds led the design on this year of the booth.
Yeah.
And
for the first year, the cubed booth is mostly designed by me, whereas most years it's mostly designed by Carl, and I come in and do some touch up. It's the opposite this time. I think it's very telling when a Duds build happens. So
it's got a certain something
flavor,
yeah.
Well, and see, like, we can talk more about this too. This wasn't the original design for the booth. This is the backup design.
Yep.
My original design was to have a blue flame circle made out of glass and a wither statue coming out of it. And then Carl showed me the dimensions I could have for the booth, and I was like, oh no, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
And I had just used, so what I like about this design is this is the front fascia is a design Carl and I did together when we had a Guardian farm shop. So I was like, okay, this works because Carl had a hand in already helping design this. So I'm going to reuse it and put my flavor into it. And it helped that I also used this same design for a base extension on Let's Create Together. I was like, yes, I'm very familiar with this design. It will fit in these dimensions perfectly. And then the dimensions changed, and then they changed back +1. And yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah. Originally, the booth was designed at 12 high. And then when we put it on the server, we only had 10 high. And then or 11 high. And then we let Cube know, and they went, oh, yeah, it's supposed to be 13 high. So they moved it back to 13 high. Yeah.
Yeah, we redesigned it like 3 times on the booth server.
And there are Easter eggs Not a lot of Easter eggs, but there are Easter eggs in our booth that are, fun to find.
I love the name tags jumping around in the background behind the microphone.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's so cool. Sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, we are very much live from our booth.
Oh yeah, I mean this is the kind of stuff that usually gets edited out, but it's all in this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a few callbacks. We've got like the big microphone at the back and all that, and our usual kind of like desks with microphones and our Withering Effect name spelt in heads on the front and stuff. So there's a few kind of themes that go through all the booths, really. Every single booth has had the same kind of layout in terms of microphones and in terms of the name on the front of the building. They've all kind of had that kind of string running through them, but they've all been quite different in other ways.
Well, and that's a conscious decision, because you asked, well, do we want to change that up? I said, no, that's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
I want it to continue to be our thing. Like, you should be able to easily spot a Withering Effect booth from a distance.
Yeah, definitely. So. Yeah, it's looking really good in here. A nice kind of a pub vibe, I think we said.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was like, I want it to be a little dimmer. I want it to feel like you're in a pub, having fun and just chill.
Yeah. And that kind of fit our style this year of doing the live episode from the booth as well. Kind of just having a sit down, a little chat about Minecraft. No specific, overarching topic. It wasn't like podcasting in Minecraft like we did last year or any of the others.
Or the year before that, like the update just came out and we had to really just focus on the update.
Yeah.
It's us.
This is kind of like a classic episode, isn't it? Where we sort of sit down and just shoot the breeze about Minecraft. And that's kind of, you need one of those every now and again, especially with the tech issues.
Yeah. I'm glad the tech issues happened on an episode like this and not a big collab style episode.
A collab episode would be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had more fun with these things. And one of the things we can mention, like on our Patreon server, we have all of the previous booths like on display.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to see some of the old ones and stuff, you can definitely see that this one stands out. One of these things is not like the others.
It's not too far away from the very first one.
Which the very first one was more of a 50-50 build.
Yeah. So there's kind of 50-50 and then kind of two wacky ones. And then back to the kind of Dud's prescription of build for this one. But they're all great in their own right. And you've seen them all on video. And if you guys, those of you on the Patreon server, go to the plot world, and it's in the middle between our studio and our soon-to-be studio that Duds is going to work on.
Yes, I have ideas.
Nice. So we're going to have two studios on there that we can use, and the booth's in the middle. So it's kind of a nice kind of history of the podcast kind of area, which is kind of nice. All right, Duds, do you have anything else for us today?
I do not. I'm just getting back to my notes. Nope. I think we're good.
Yeah. So, guys, obviously we are at Cubed, so it's probably on us to mention that Cubed is a in-game Minecraft convention that happens every year for 3 days, usually September or October area. And all the donations from VIP, VIP Plus, VIP Ultra, and all the donations during the live streams go to Special Effect, which is a charity that makes like gaming controllers for people with like disabilities, special needs, that kind of thing, so they can enjoy the games that we take for granted. So if you want to donate, go to cubecon.com/donate. And I think last year they raised nearly $16,000. I think it was like 15,700 and something last year. So let's see if we can beat that this year. And yeah, so we wouldn't be here doing this without Cube, so it's good to give them a little mention there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think that's going to do it for today's show. Before I have Carl read us out, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons who are supporting the show. Our milk level patrons are Aubni, FragileRock, Jronman, Loki, and the Meme Bug. If you too would like to get access to extra content and exclusive benefits, including our Minecraft server powered by Bisect Hosting, please consider joining at patreon.com/The Withering Effect.
If you like this episode, share it with your friends and on social media. If you listen on Spotify, rate and follow us so you never miss a future episode. Or if you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. If you'd like to get in contact with us, send an email to podcast@thewitheringeffect.com. Join our Discord, where you can have a chat with everyone who works on the show and fellow listeners. You can also leave us a message on social media. All those links are in the show notes.
This show has been brought to you by our digital producer, Carl, and myself. The amazing music you hear throughout the show was created by the one and only Decoy. Everyone's social media info can be found in the show notes. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for getting with us. You should probably go drink your milk now. Bye.
See you guys.
Carl, real quick.